There's a saying, good old days weren't always good. If we look at public health and medical advances, it's 200% true. In ancient time, people died of diseases. In fact, they did not even know that their death was caused by diseases. Blind faith prevailed. The remedies of the diseases were very painful, but the tolerance, faith, and patience were quite high. In 1918, one-third of world's population got infected with Spanish flu, and that killed 3 to 5% of world population, and nobody knew the cure. But today, the only worry we need to worry about is the jab of a needle. Modern medicine, with the help of doctors, is saving 1 million lives. Men and medicine have evolved with time. From Sushruta, the father of surgery, to Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine. From Edward Jenner, the inventor of vaccination, to John Snow, the founder of epidemiology. The history is full of influential doctors who have made remarkable contributions in the field of medicine. Today the patients are also more informed, more opinionated. But is it for better or for worse? Becoming a doctor is harder today. Let us check few more facts. Firstly, the amount of information medical students need to learn today is way more than it was just half a century ago. It's not even comparable. Besides just the medical knowledge, a doctor requires to learn soft skills too. Doctors, like anyone else, face all challenges. Dr. Asim Sharma, a dermatologist, narrates how challenging it is to become a doctor.
Being a doctor isn't easy. The training period is one of the lengthiest. The working hours are so long and arduous, they test the very limits of human capability. Studying till you're 70 years old. Achieving in your 40s what other professionals easily achieve in their 20s. A profession which is more a way of life rather than a simple job.
Even during this pandemic, doctors are pouring their blood, sweat and tears to save lives. Putting their health, family and lives at risk, doctors are leading the battle against COVID-19. Every single day, these selfless warriors are giving it their all. We cannot even imagine the trauma and pain they are going through to fight this battle. During the times when family, relatives and friends are not standing near due to the fear of COVID, there are doctors who are helping. They are exposing themselves in that environment from morning to night. As doctors, they are doing as much as they can to help the situation. They are working relentlessly with a broad smile on their face to cheer us up and to entertain the patients. This is because they are trained to put patients first. It's in their roots which we can feel in their oath too. Declaration of a new doctor.
Now, as a new doctor, I solemnly promise that I will do the best of my ability, serve humanity, caring for the sick, promoting good health, and alleviating pain and suffering. I recognize that the practice of medicine is a privilege with which comes considerable responsibility, and I will not abuse my position. I will practice medicine with integrity, humility, honesty, and compassion, working with my fellow doctors and other colleagues to meet the needs of my patients.
It's really inspiring to see that a doctor is always a doctor first, no matter what they specialize in. During this crucial time, all doctors are contributing to society in their own way. Like many other specialities, many dermatologists also have come forward to do their bit. Let's look at a few of such real-life stories. Dr. Chiranjeev Chhabra, who is a renowned and practicing dermatologist from Delhi, converted her entire chain of clinics into a COVID care telephonic service center.
As you all know, this year 2021 has been tougher than last year 2020 as far as corona is concerned. There was shortage of oxygen, beds, doctors, hospitals. Like the doctors were extremely busy with the critical patients in the ICUs, and patients were being treated at home, actually not treated at home but just at home. So this was a time when I myself lost 3 relatives because of lack of timely health care. So I started this initiative called Alive to Serve. This is after the name of our clinic, Alive Wellness Clinics. And in this, our objective was to treat patients which are mild to moderate cases of COVID early, very early and timely, so that they don't become severe, so that they don't deteriorate, they don't need oxygen, so that they don't need to be hospitalized.
Dr. B.S. Chandrasekhar is an eminent dermatologist from Bangalore. He served 2,544 primary health centers across Karnataka with COVID essentials like N95 masks and pulse oximeters. Dr. Varun Khullar, a dermatologist by profession, contributed during pandemic through his NGO named Choti Choti Khushiyan, giving free consultations, providing oxygen cylinders, medications and free meals to thousands of needy people. He runs a campaign named Aao Milkar Bhook Mitaएं to raise funds supporting several families of daily wages by providing ration kits for entire month. Dr. Manmeet Kaur, a dermatologist in Ludhiana, also joined hands to support him in this campaign. Dr. Seepika Jaiswal, a cosmetic dermatologist in Uttar Pradesh, also raised awareness through her social media platform to help people during pandemic by constantly posting updates about vacant beds in hospitals and other things through her groups. These are just few examples of dermatologists helping the community. Many campaigns are being run by doctors to help people to fight against the situation. Not only dermatologists, all medical specialists are coming forward to do their bit. But even after serving the humanity, what are they getting in return? How they are being treated in return for their selflessness? It's truly disheartening to see newspaper headlines highlighting so many cases of violence against doctors. Medicine has advanced, but what about our thought process? Are we progressing or regressing? Time and again, we have seen several cases coming up when doctors are harassed and assaulted. Time and again, we have seen several doctors protesting to stop such violence, and if this situation will persist, what will be the scenario?
It's definitely not easy. Add to this infrastructural deficiencies in the healthcare system, how the media portrays us, how the general public treats us and assaults us, and you have the perfect recipe for disaster. A disaster where less and less people take up medicine as a career option in an already short-staffed healthcare system. A disaster where many of us do not wish for our sons and daughters to enter the medical field and become doctors. A disaster which the current COVID-19 pandemic should have shown us in very clear light. A disaster which will cause a complete meltdown of the healthcare system in times to come. The next time you see a medical professional, look beyond the white apron and imagine all the sacrifices, struggles, and sleepless nights spent to earn it. Look at the tired hands, the hands that heal you.
Isn't it our moral responsibility to stand up against such violence? Why we believe in such statements or allegations against doctors? Enough is enough. We don't realize that they are humans too. They have families too. They have to work under constant pressure, sacrificing their lives. Why aren't we introspecting ourselves? Today, on this Doctor's Day, let's introspect ourselves. Let's be mindful of our own actions, irrespective of what we hear from others. Let's stop this negativity against doctors. Let's understand that every time a doctor is assaulted, other 100 doctors stop taking the risks that they would usually take to save someone's life. Let's appreciate the tireless efforts they are putting to save us, to protect us, to breathe back life into us. Let's take a pledge today. Let's not take any negative action against them. Let's not shame or assault them. Let's just keep our patience and tolerance level high. Let's be compassionate towards them. Let's take a pledge.
I
pledge.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
We cannot imagine what would happen if doctors stopped showing up. How will we save our lives and our loved ones' lives? what will be the state of this world without doctors? You and I cannot imagine a world without doctors, can we?